Hello everyone, it's Professor D. Lee with answers to your most pressing personal finance questions. This week, I thought I would talk about or build upon last week's topic, which was everyone's least favorite topic of budgeting, and provide some practical advice on building your own budget. Hopefully you heard all the benefits of budgeting last week, and so you're thinking, okay, I want to build my budget, where do I start? I think the secret to budgeting is to keep it simple, because the last thing you want to do is build a budget and then not keep up with it or not follow it. Then you kind of wasted your time and you're not really getting any benefits out of that. Three broad things that your budget really can be broken down into. Number one is income. I think income is pretty easy to calculate, or you should know what your income is. If you're salaried, you can take a look at your last paycheck, and roughly it'll likely be the same every 2 weeks or every month or whatever, however often you get paid. Number two is your fixed expenses. And what I mean by fixed expenses is that it's hard to adjust, and it's something that you have to pay every month. Examples of that would be your rent or mortgage. If you have car payments, that could be a fixed expense. If you have student loans, that could be a fixed expense. I also like to categorize my contributions to my 401k plan. Whatever savings goals that you might have, I think it's a good practice to keep that as a fixed expense so that you kind of make a promise to yourself that that's something that you have to pay every time. And then the third category is basically whatever's left over. And that's what many financial planners call discretionary income, or many economists call discretionary income. And this could be kind of your variable expense, something that you can change on a month-to-month basis. So that could include things like food expense, entertainment, travel, things of that nature. So you have your income, your fixed expense, and your discretionary expense. Every dollar that you earn should be accounted for so that you know where your money is going. Once you have that done, now you want to track it on a monthly basis. And the best way to track your expenses is to use some type of app. There's many free apps that are out there. The most popular one is probably Mint. And then there's some paid versions such as Simplify by Quicken. There's one called You Need a Budget, YNAB. And then of course there's Bright Plan, which I'm part of and I'm affiliated with. And so that's the one that I use. Whatever tool you decide to use, make it easy on yourself. Again, kind of going back to simplify it. Link your accounts there so that it tracks your budget for you, and then on a monthly basis you can take a look at it and see how you're doing. When you do your monthly review of your budget, which I do recommend you do it at least monthly, it's going to be work. It's not always the most entertaining thing in the world, and so make it fun. Open up a nice bottle of wine so that you can enjoy the review. Reward yourself with I guess you can't go out to restaurants now, but with a nice ordering in something to reward yourself after so that you can look forward to it. Tie it to something that you enjoy so that you look forward to it and that you can keep up with it. Again, the goal of budgeting is to give you direction. It's not for you to kind of live inside a little box and not be able to enjoy life. So maybe you realize you're spending $1,500 on food when you only budgeted $1,000, but then you realize, you know what, food is really important to me. I like going out to nice restaurants, and so I wanna maintain a $1,500 budget for food. But recall that you accounted for all of your earnings, and so that means you have to take $500 away from something else. And as long as you are okay with that, that's fine. If you found this video to be helpful, make sure you like and subscribe, and to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I also have a monthly newsletter where I publish some of my best ideas and what I've been up to the past month, and so you can get all of that directly into your mailbox. If you'd like to subscribe to that newsletter, the link is below in the description. I will see you all next week.